and then it gives you this little sub menu bar that you can reassign, rename, move the icons, or delete one. If I go to reassign, it pulls this menu up that allows me to then select a bunch of different items in navigation that I can make a favorite. So let's say I want destination information. All right, so that pops up, and now I can put it anywhere. Okay, I'm just gonna back out of that. That's getting really techy with the system, but some people do like that feature. So I'm gonna start going through the different main menus. All right. We are currently on navigation, so your sub-menus below include destination. This is where you would go to input an address or retrieve one, whether it's from previous destinations or once you download your phone, if you have addresses in your phone book, you can retrieve them that way, or POI is points of interest. Keyword search is for internet operations, so part of the Embrace subscription that I mentioned before includes internet if that's something that you want to go with. That's not part of the basic package though. Okay. Next icon is position. And then the next one is traffic, which gives you traffic information. Position allows you to save your current position if it was of importance to you. And then lastly, options allows you to change some of the content on the map. Okay. You can also voice command addresses, as I pointed out before. So if I hit this button right here, it's going to pull up a little brief list of voice commands. And what you want to do if you use that operation is you hit it, you wait for the chime, and you wait for that help screen to show up, and then you speak a command. It's black and white, so you can't talk to it like it's Siri, where you can just kind of say anything. It does have a preloaded list of commands that it will respond to, so that's something to be aware of. All right, so I'm going to go up here and select radio. As you can see, radio and media are separated. In this case, it's taking me to satellite radio. Okay, I can view my other options under radio by highlighting radio. You see that there's a little arrow there. If I push down, it's going to pull up a carousel of options, which include AM, FM, radio station presets, info on radio, and internet radio. Again, that's part of the Embrace subscription. So once you select one, again, I'll take you back to satellite radio. But one of the sub-menus below, pretty straightforward stuff there. Adjust sound quality, info on the station, band, meaning what band you're on, whether satellite or AM or FM, and then your preset stations, category, and options. Okay. One of my favorite parts of the vehicle options and the current technology is presets. So you can make up to 99 presets. You can commingle satellite, AM, and FM on one preset band. So the way you would do that is, let's say I like Comedy Roundup, channel 97. I come over here, I press and hold until that screen pops up. Now I want to override some of these options. So let's say I want 0 to be my Comedy Central or Comedy Roundup. At this point, I just push down one time. So, all right, so now that's saved. So now I'm going to go and choose, let's just get a station in FM. Okay, so let's say I like 98.7. I'm going to repeat the process I just did. Press and hold until you see the screen. Now release. Come down to 1, push down, and now I have an FM and satellite saved. So at this point I can go to radio, scroll to preset stations, and now I have 98.7 there. But if I scroll to the left, there's my satellite. So just like that, you can have 99 presets commingled. Love that feature. All right. Media is going to have all of your other audio sources, okay? So what that means is you have an SD card slot, CD player, Bluetooth audio. In your center console, if I open this up, you're going to have 2 USB ports, okay? Let me get rid of this thing here so you can actually see them. Where are they? There they are. There's the 2 USB ports. It's tough to see through my video, but the bottom one, which is the second USB port, actually has an icon that looks like a little phone. that means that's the port that you use for your Apple CarPlay. If you're not familiar with Apple CarPlay, essentially you can hook up your cord to that USB port, and the cord will sync authorized apps from your Apple iPhone to the screen. So then the screen just becomes like one big iPad. So at that point, your voice control, once you hit that, well, then you'll actually be talking to Siri instead of the Mercedes-Benz nav unit. Okay. What else? Okay, so let's go to telephone. So I select telephone. Now I'm doing all this through with the joystick. You can also select these main menus to get to where I'm at, if you prefer to do it that way. But once on telephone, you would go to connect device, and then you would go to connect via phone. Select that, and now the system is ready to connect to a Bluetooth device. So at this point, you go to your phone, go into settings, go into Bluetooth, and then it's pretty straightforward at that point, because it'll see the phone, and within about 20 seconds you'll be connected. Okay. All right, I'm gonna hit the back button to get out of there. Not much to talk about here, other than once you're connected, you can highlight the name right in the middle there, which the cursor's on, and that's how you would access your phone book. Once your phone is connected, you will have that call list to select as well. Next to it is an envelope for incoming text messages, so the car is capable of reading that. And then lastly, under telephone, if I highlight that again, there's a carousel option to get to your address book in a different way. You can look at Sirius weather, which is really cool because it shows you a real-time image of weather anywhere in the country. There's the icon for Apple CarPlay and so forth. This is also how you would access the internet if, again, you subscribed to Embrace. Okay? All right, last menu includes vehicle. So vehicle, you're really not going to go back too much once you get everything set. Okay? But vehicle settings is where you can turn things on and off and personalize the car. So locator lighting is really cool. It's a feature where, as you can see, these lights will come on when you unlock the car and lock the car. Okay. What's even better is you get like this little bat signal down here at night. You can see it on the ground. It shows like a Mercedes-Benz emblem. Kind of really cool feature. Ambient lighting adjustments, ambient light brightness, exterior light delay, interior light delay, and then we're back to locator lighting. Again, all these things you can adjust, turn on and off, and so forth. So once you get it, you probably won't go back there. If I hit the back button again, it takes me back to my main vehicle settings menu. Here's where you can adjust time. It has a daylight savings feature, so once you get that set, you're good. You have a digital operator's manual that you can view any of the options that I've gone over and more. And this one has the 360 camera, so there's an option there. And then dynamic select is actually the technical name for this guy right here. Okay. If I motion down, you do have a system settings option, which allows you to turn on and off some of these things. Wi-Fi is part of the Embrace. Voice control allows the system to learn your voice inflections better, to understand you if you do use the voice command. And then everything else is, again, pretty self-explanatory. So that is your GLE in a nutshell. Trying to think, stuff in the back, not much to talk about there, other than these seats do fold down flat. Right at the bottom there, let me see if you can see that. There's an actual outlet. So behind that little flap, you can plug things in. I don't know what you're gonna plug in, but I don't know, video game or something. But that can be used. In the trunk, pretty self-explanatory stuff there. But I would encourage you to give me a call if you have questions. You know, I didn't get too deep into a lot of the items, but hopefully this helps. And I really appreciate you guys staying with me with the transportation issues. But congratulations on your baby, and actually your babies, right? You guys had twins. So Give me a call if you have any questions. Talk to you later.